So there's been a lot said about me online recently and about how things work with Steve and Nelk. So I'm going to be talking about that right now.
We got more Nelk and Steve drama. I mean, I've made some previous videos. You got Steve on Bradley Martin's podcast talking about, percentage ownerships and Metacard and all that other crap, the shady stuff. And then, you got Kyle. He was on the Graham Iced Coffee Hour podcast a couple weeks ago. Now Kyle made a public short minute rant, kind of breaking down stuff. I guess he's getting upset. People are bashing him online. Basically, he just talks about the payment structure and everything with Steve. When he joined, earnings Steve made compared to Kyle throughout the years. Steve made like 12 million. Kyle only made like 3 million. That's in relation to like the merch and everything. Then he just basically says, Kyle, he put all his money back into the business, into Nelk. 15% management fee enforced. You can watch this whole thing. It's only 4 minutes. I just don't want to steal all the content and get flagged for any copyright issues. We scroll over towards the end. Steve got back his like 500K with some interest. In the agreement, there was a 15% management fee. I think it shows in one more screenshot. Yeah, the original structure. So was 10% equity granted plus 5% purchased 500K. Then separation. So he got his 500K back plus 50K in interest. No more equity in Nelk. You fast forward towards the end, the legal agreement about the separation, everything. Steve does have 15% of Happy Dad. So that's great. I mean, great for him. I just think this video, it's just, I don't know if Kyle's scrambling. I mean, maybe he doesn't even care, but he seems to care to the point he needs to make a video about it, maybe to save his image. I just feel like the damage has already been done. Steve called him out on some stuff, and I don't know if Kyle's just trying to save face now. I feel like at the end of the day, the dude's already a millionaire, probably doesn't even care or shouldn't care. But you can go through the comments, people are still talking about Metacard and that and everything. And I mean, when I see he only made like 3 mil, I mean, the dude probably made 50 plus million. The whole conglomerate of Nelk, that is, probably made over 50 million from, scamming everyone with the Metacards. So, I mean, no one's going to feel sorry for him. You know what I mean? That he only got 3 million over that 5-6 year span, and that 3 million went right back into the business. You made probably a crap ton of millions from the Metacard thing, and you don't even address that in this video. It just seems to just be focused at Steve and, his relationship with Nelk and the payment structures and things like that. It's just no one cares and no one feels sorry for you. It's just, you got your millions from the Metacard thing. And I know you probably use that to grow the Happy Dad business, which is great, as a original Metacard investor, if you even want to call it that at this point, because the thing's worth like $25. But I'm optimistic. Maybe there'll be an NFT second wave or something, and at that point I'll be able to cash it out, maybe recoup some money, or maybe something will happen with the class action lawsuit. That's still ongoing. I don't know, but I mean, if the money was used to grow Happy Dad, that's great. I just wish us as investors into Nelk basically got a little piece of the pie other than, 10-20% off merch and, supplements. Cause that's all we got. And, he's never going to mention the Metacard or anything, probably for legal reasons and stuff. Just sad, you got a lot of OG fans that really believed in them. And, once the money and the big wigs get involved, things change. Again, everything I'm saying is just speculation, just my thoughts. I can't prove anything. Um, but yeah, that's just a quick rant. Seems like Kyle's just trying to maybe save face a little bit. Uh, Steve, obviously, whatever Steve said in interviews um, online, obviously affected Kyle to the point he felt like he needed to make this video. Um, yeah, again, he wasn't taking shots at Steve or anything. He was just laying out what, the facts, as the video says right there. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, he grew Happy Dad. He got a big chunk of money from Metacard. And assuming he used that to grow Happy Dad, and that's, a huge brand now, and, good for him at the end of the day. Just wish, I think Steve was kind of hinting at that, like us as people that invested into Nelk, we all feel scammed. And, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Again, you got all these people that are like, oh, you're an idiot if you actually bought into that. Like, everyone knew that was a scam. And, a lot of us believed, at the end of the day. And you chalk it up to a bad investment. Oh, well. But like I said, I'm still hopeful maybe something will come out of it in the future. Everything has like a second wave or a second hype, and obviously I bet NFTs, it could be 2 years from now, 5 years from now, whenever, it's probably going to get a second wave. You had like Dogecoin hit an all-time high, and then everyone just dumped it, and then it kind of made a semi half run again. And same thing happened with Pokemon cards. There was a huge Logan Paul boom in 2020, and then it kind of died down for a couple of years, and now it's booming again. Everything kind of has those waves. So I wouldn't be surprised if all these NFTs are just dormant for the past 3-4 years now. One day someone's gonna promote it, and it's gonna make a huge run for the next generation for saps to buy into. And at that point, I'm gonna cash out. Because right now it's a $25 piece of junk, and no point of selling it, because what if that does happen? Then, you know what I mean? I'll have that opportunity to cash out then. But I'm rambling too much now. Just my thoughts. I still watch Nelk. I watch Full Send podcast. I still follow what they're doing. You know what I mean? A part of me is still supporters of them. Just another part of me is just not like sad, but like a parent. Like, I'm not sad or mad. I'm just disappointed. You know what I mean? We believed in you, and you kind of just took the money and never mentioned anything about it again. Try to hide it under the rug and move on from it. But it's crazy. You still got people in the comments today still asking about it. So, and those are people that care. Not only care about their investment, but care about what we supported at the beginning. Again, I hope something good comes out of it. I really do. Just my thoughts on this. We'll see if there's more drama that keeps on going on with this, but quick rant video. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. And we'll see you in the next video.